Hey yeah, it's Kaz and we're back today with the last kind of episode of Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. It is the last episode of main story basically, and mission 46 if I'm not mistaken. And of course, as promised, as always, like I finish every time I finish a game, I do a cosplay. So here we are, Kazuhira Miller in the fashion of after being tortured in MGS5. So here's the thing with Kaz, alright? I've been wanting to do this cosplay for a really long time. Like a really long time. I wanted to do a Kaz cosplay back in Peace Walker, but I'm so happy I didn't, because his fit or whatever, like design in MGS5 is even better. So I'm just happy that I can do it now. I hope you guys like it. I had so much fun doing this. I had to sew, right? A little patch. This is the only thing that bothers me a little bit in this cosplay, is that the patch is a little too big. I thought it would be smaller than this. When I received it, I was like, oh well, we'll make do. So it's a little huge, so it makes like the beret bigger as well, so I look like I have a giant head. It is what it is, you know. This is amateur cosplay, like I always say. I'm not a professional. I am very happy with the rest. I think the vibe is there. Obviously I don't have a beard, and I didn't feel like putting makeup, like a beard makeup. I don't think it would have looked good, so I was like, you know what, it's gonna be given feminine Kazuhira Miller. Look, we're doing our best here. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. I have a lot of fun with it. I will be switching glasses though, because these ones I didn't read properly, but when I bought them I didn't know. They basically block everything, including like every type of light. I don't even know how to explain, but like including my monitors. Like I can't see my monitors right now. So I wouldn't be able to play. So I'm gonna put my usual, the other one you guys have seen before, my gray ones, these. I'm gonna put these. I think they also fit, so it's fine, but I would have preferred these. I think they fit even better because they're kind of aviators. Is that how you call? Like these are a bit too round, but you know, like it is what it is. I need to see what I'm playing, obviously. Also, this doesn't stay up for some reason, so you'll excuse the little details like that, which personally bother me a little bit, but I'm still really happy with the cosplay, honestly. I'm just so happy to be cosplaying such an amazing character. You guys know I love Kaz so much. I think he is one of the most interesting characters in the whole franchise. I love so many characters in the franchise, don't get me wrong, but ever since we got to know him in Peace Walker, like especially since it is late in my journey of Metal Gear, like you guys will say, well, no, you see him kind of in MGS1. It's not really him, it's Liquid. But like, yes, he's introduced in a sense there, but you really get to know him properly from Peace Walker and on, right? So I don't know, I feel like for a late character like that, for me, he really made a big impact, and I think his descent into not madness, but like revenge and anger is so interesting, and the development of his character, and I don't know, and his relationship with Big Boss and all that, like I just love this character so much. I mean, you guys know I've been talking about it so much, and actually some of you guys were guessing what cosplay I would do, and some of you were right, like it's saying I would do a Kaz cosplay, which I was really proud of you guys for that. But yeah, so today my plan is to listen to the Paz's cassettes that I still have, and then do mission 46. I don't know how long it is, but it was pretty much like an entire episode when I did it in episode 1. So if it's the same or kind of, you know, then I guess it'll be quite long. So yeah, without further ado, just jump into it. Let's go. All right, guys. So before we head into it, actually, I want to talk a little bit about what I think is gonna happen by the end of the game today. So my theories, basically. I mean, you guys know. You guys know most of my theories. I believe I've talked about this before many times. I believe we're decoy octopus. Yes, I still believe that. Okay, I don't care. Nothing has disproved. Nothing. Like, legit, the things that have happened actually prove, like, okay, I might be biased because when you have a theory or anything going on, you kind of latch onto what you think fits, and what doesn't fit you don't really latch on, you know what I mean? So maybe that's what happened to me, I don't know. But so far, in my opinion, I don't think anything has disproven that we're not decoy octopus, you know what I mean? So, and some comments, I've seen some comments, I think two, saying, but didn't decoy octopus need the blood? No. So basically what I did is that when they drew Eli's blood and they were like, oh, so he's now your clone, you don't have the same blood type. I was like, wait, oh, but wait, you know? So I went back to my MGS1 playthrough, my playthrough, and I went back to when they talk about decoy octopus towards the end, kinda. And they never, you don't really know the extent of his powers, to be honest, but they never say that he has to drain the blood. So what he did in MGS1, Decoy Octopus, is that he copied DARPA Chief, and then they said he can copy like down to the DNA, and he decided, that's how I understand it, to drain the blood as well, just to make sure. Like, to really make a perfect copy, right? But he doesn't have to. I don't think so. So for me here, I'm like, also we don't know his age. Since he can copy anyone's DNA, he can copy a younger person. Do you know what I mean? Like, he might be like really fucking old. I thought at first maybe he's like kind of like Psycho Mantis a little bit, like a child right now, and that's why he is a little emotionally weird. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, we don't even know his age. We know nothing of Decoy Octopus, which is why I think it would be cool if it was him in this game. Because I do believe we're not Big Boss. So this is one of my craziest theories I think I've had in all the games. But honestly, I think that anyone who has played this game kind of will come to the same conclusion at the point I'm at. Like, there's no way. I mean, yes, it could still be Big Boss. I would say like there's maybe a 10% chance that they still went that route and it's Big Boss. But there are so many, how can I explain this? So many instances of just, there's no way that's Big Boss. You know what I mean? And I've talked about them like throughout the playthrough because they happen throughout the playthrough. And then you're like, okay, maybe he changed or whatever, you know, maybe he hit his head and all that, right? But it's just too much and too many things. And also Ocelot, the way he acts as well. So that this is another part of my theory. Okay, there's two parts to this. I think Ocelot knows. I do believe Ocelot knows. He is the one that took us in at the very beginning of the game. And he's like, you know who you are, right? Like, you're this, that. You know, like, he's really trying his hardest to remind us of who Big Boss is, you know? And then some people would be like, I guess, oh, but it's just for the player, it's exposition. This is a Metal Gear. This is Metal Gear. Nothing is for nothing. You know what I mean? Exposition would be done differently if it was just for that. So I feel like Ocelot knows. As always, he always knows everything, and he always double crosses and triple crosses. So I believe that he knew about Skullface, knew about Psycho Mantis, knew about works for Cypher, which from what I understood, Zero is not really a part of anymore because he's halfway dying or something. I did not understand that part, but apparently he's like not doing well. So I'm like, okay. So I think the AI that we come to know in MGS4 that becomes the system, right? Like the Patriots, I think that's already the case. That's how it is. And I think Ocelot is kind of like was working for them. Also, it's Strangelove that helped do the AI. That's how I understood it. So through Strangelove, now the system has taken over to control the world and the government as the Patriots. And Ocelot was kind of working for them, but also wants to protect Big Boss because he loves him. Not my word, okay? He said that. Some people are gonna freak out I said that. You know what I mean, okay. And he loves the legend, I'm sorry. And I think he wants to protect him in a way and work for him as well. And also for the CIA, I think he's still working for multiple instances. And I believe that he knows we're not Big Boss. And I think Big Boss is... What was his name? Ishmael? What was that? We literally see him for one mission and then we never see him again. He has the same voice. We never see his face because he's bandaged. How convenient. And he says you're talking to yourself. And it's just a lot of weird things. He is clearly very capable. I don't know. That's weird. And then we never see him again. Is that an hallucination? Is that what is that? We don't know. But I believe that might be the actual Big Boss. And then he went into hiding, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's doing. Or is he already in the system? Is he already stuck there like he is at the end of MGS4, how he says he was? You know what I mean? Like, I honestly don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas around like that. But I believe the same way Skullface hired, if you will, Psycho Mantis, I think Ocelot and whoever else hired Decoy Octopus. And then that way they are protecting Big Boss. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think it would make sense for Decoy Octopus because if he wants to drain the blood later on in life with DARPA Chief to make sure, right? Because here he didn't, and they found out in a way. Oh, Eli's not your clone actually. Maybe he was like, oh fuck, I should have copied the blood too. But then he doesn't want to kill Big Boss, so like he can just drain the blood of a living person. I don't know, but those are my theories and I'm so excited to see, because if I'm right, technically today we will see the hospital again from what I understood, and then now maybe we'll see like how it is from another perspective, like Ishmael's perspective, which is like Big Boss, you know, something like that. But I do believe we're a Decoy Octopus. I think it would be really fucking cool. It would be full circle, and it's the craziest theories I've ever had, and if I'm right, it's just insane. But I mean, we'll see. So those are my theories. I think Ocelot knows everything. I think Ishmael is Big Boss, and I think we're a Decoy Octopus. Now, I'm sure they will throw in a twist or two in there that I have not seen coming. Like, overall that. We'll see. Okay.
There is going to be a kind of festival held on Mother Base. They are calling it Peace Day. Snake and his men may be without a nation, but they are still an army. And that means sometimes they have to fight the bad guys. Of course, they should not fight at all. It is obvious to me that any problem can be solved with reasonable discussion. Maybe Snake and the others think so too, because the idea is to set aside war for one day a year and relax in peace. I do not know how it came about, but apparently Snake and Miller got the idea while they were talking, and everyone on Mother Base went along with it.
It's
think that deep down they all share a love of peace. That makes me happy.
Love the
But
Terrans.
never mind that. Somehow I have ended up singing on stage. Miller was all, "Come on, both our names mean peace. It will be great." Why does that mean we have to be in a band? Then he roped Professor Galvez in too, saying, "Hey, Galvez comes from peace too. We are the perfect act." I am not sure Miller really understands the origins of the name Galvez. But then again, you always have to take Miller's talk with a grain of salt. What I cannot
They're
believe
so
is
cute, though.
he went and told everyone we'd be performing together without even asking my opinion. Now everyone thinks it has all been decided. I like to sing, but I have never had to perform in front of a crowd. I do not think I'm up to this.
Aww.
But everyone seems to be looking forward to it. I guess I would hate to let them down. And anything is better than letting Miller sing. Oh, that was me.
He doesn't
Miller
sing well?
said he was going to write a song for us. I wonder what it will be like. It is funny. The more nervous I get, the more I find myself looking forward to it.
Aww.
The whole base is busy getting ready for Peace Day. Miller has finished writing his song, so I went with Professor Galvez to listen to it. Miller was really into it, humming away as he played the song on his acoustic guitar. But the song melody did not match up with the guitar chords at all, and it sounded more like a mess than music. Miller's very enthusiastic, but I think he's tone deaf. I guess the guitar backing sounded good at least. But as I was wondering how to break it to Miller, Professor Galvez took out an odd instrument. It was just two antennas sticking out of a box, more like a radio than a musical instrument. He said it was invented by the Soviets, but why would Professor Galvez own a Soviet-Russian instrument? I asked him, and he told me music has no borders. Well, I cannot argue with that. Good music is something people of any nation can appreciate. Why not abandon war and just make music together?
Okay, so this...
But anyway, the professor offered to try playing the melody on his instrument in time with Miller's guitar. It was like something from another world. But somehow, it fit Miller's guitar backing really well. It even gave the song a charming, down-home kind of feeling. Miller was overjoyed. "That is it! That is my melody right there," he said. It sounded totally different from when he sang it. But hearing the professor's version, I thought I could probably sing it. Then Miller hit me with the next bombshell.
Oh boy.
Buzz, you write the lyrics.
Oh yeah.
I did not know whether to scream or to run out of the room. There was only 1 week left until Peace Day.
So I believe she recorded those things, those diaries now, like as weird as Paz and not normal Paz.
So, as if putting me on stage to sing was not enough, Miller even expected me to write the lyrics. He even said he had thought of the title already. Love Deterrence. As if he had done the hard part.
Oh my god, they wrote it
Love Deterrence.
together?
Deterrence it is when nuclear weapons prevent war, right? I do not see how love fits in. But it was too late to complain, so I just sat and listened to the tape of Miller's backing guitar and the professor's melody over and over again. I guess the melody is more Professor Galvez's creation than Miller's, but on the whole, I think it is actually a good song.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
First, it goes for your heart with a sorrowful opening, but then you feel revitalized as the song goes on. Miller grew up in post-war Japan. Maybe that is why the song has that kind of balance. Long ago, I heard some Japanese music called enka, I think. It sounded this way. But I wonder why it has to sound sad in the first place. Miller called it Love Deterrence. Doesn't that mean he had a love song in mind? All I see of Miller and women is the way he fools around with a lot of them at once. But maybe he has had his heart broken too. And what about me? I found myself thinking about Chico and Snake as well. I know Chico has a crush on me, so naturally he should come to mind. But why Snake? He saved me, and I feel indebted to him. But I thought that was all he meant to me. Why does my heart flutter when I think of him? It is embarrassing to be unable to control this emotion. There has to be a way to suppress it, to forget it. But maybe that is what love deterrence is? With that thought in mind, I went to my desk and began to write and write. Just 3 days left until Peace Day.
I didn't know she liked him that much.
I finally had a decent draft of the lyrics, so I showed them to Professor Galvez first. He liked them. He said I had done a superb job capturing
wonder
the
if it was
sense
like,
of a young girl's troubled
I'm tired
heart.
of this playing.
There were 1 or 2 lines I thought needed brushing up. So although he said lyrics aren't my specialty at first, he gave me some advice. Everything he said made perfect sense. When I tried putting in his changes, they made the song feel deeper, more sincere. That is the professor for you. He always has the answer. With the lyrics finished, I was ready to show Miller. He does not often take things seriously, but all of a sudden, he was saying, Paz, you have the soul of an Enka songwriter. And I did not even listen to Enka all that much. Maybe I am pretty talented after all. But still, it took so much time to write the lyrics that there is hardly any time left to rehearse before Peace Day. The 3 of us rushed into the makeshift practice studio on Mother Base to see how we sounded together. Miller strummed away with a big smile on his face. I sang the main melody, and Professor Galvez improvised a backup melody. I know the professor is smart, but is there anything he cannot do? And Miller's guitar playing sounded a lot better now that he stopped singing. But I can hardly criticize his voice. I thought I had learned the song well enough listening to the tape as I wrote the lyrics, but I had trouble with the pitch and kept missing the rhythm. I have to practice, but there's almost no time left. It is just 3 days until Peace Day. Wait, I thought there were 3 days left before. I went and checked today's date with Miller and the professor. The date has not changed. It is the same day. Something is strange.
Yeah.
Am I reliving the same day?
Yeah, she recorded that now. I believe. 90%. Damn. All right. Here we go. We're gonna get truth. The man who sold the world escaped the hospital. We're gonna get the truth. This is insane. Let me check if everything's okay. Yes. My god, this is hurting my brain. This. And I have a feeling it has only started because the game is gonna hurt my brain as well. Here we go.
Don't you die on me, damn it! BB's dropping!
Intubate, now! Cardiac arrest, he's in BFib!
I have never seen this.
Clear!
No response, hit him again!
Clear!
Yeah, that's not how it works, but it's okay.
How's he doing?
Well, he's stabilized, but it took too long. He's in a coma.
What about him?
Him being me.
He, took some shrapnel. To the head.
Okay, wait a minute. So was he on the base or... Or on the helicopter? Wait, I'm trying to think. Is Chico the guy octopus? crazy. No way. Nah, bruh. This is crazy. Wait, there was also the Paz went away. There was Chico. There was the medic, and there was Kaz and Snake. Yeah, so okay, so the medic might be? I don't know. Or it was someone on the base. Let's vibe. And then Big Boss is on the other bed. I think I was right about Ishmael. Why did she do that?
Kde chcemy?
I'm so excited to see more. Imagine Chico as the octopus. That would be like the funniest shit.
V has come too.
Right.
V has come too.
V being Venom Snake. 3 days after.
Who is me? Ακούσμε. Can you hear me? Are you having difficulty speaking? Can you move your head? Just nod if you can hear me.
Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone home?
Look up.
I don't know if I said
please.
that the last time too. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself.
Very good. Please try to relax. There is plenty of time. I need to tell you something. Please listen and try not to panic. You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know you would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been
9 years.
9 years. Damn it! Nosocoma! 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 Nurse! Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Try not to panic. Now. You You'll be all right. There now. Just rest.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
1 week.
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed. Nurse. Don't worry.
Trying to listen to the
You've lost
radio.
some strength, but we've been maintaining your muscle mass through massages, CPM therapy, and EMS. Now, I need to explain something to you, but you mustn't be alarmed. 9 years ago, you were injured in an explosion. Upon examination, we discovered 108 foreign bodies embedded within you. In addition to shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth. Most of it was removed, but some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull.
Near the skull? You mean in the skull?
Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral cortex. We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage. Mental and physical impairment are unavoidable.
I was trying to see if anything is different,
However,
but I don't think
your
so.
current status is not life-threatening.
This is all the same.
One more thing. This X-ray is on your upper body. You better look now. Best to understand your situation sooner than later. I know it's difficult, but please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes. Be brave. Νοσοκόμα, γρήγορα! Try to calm down! Calm down! Please! Calm down! It's gonna be okay! Yes, yes! Calm down! Yes. Yes. Κάποιος ήδη γνωρίζει ότι έχει ξυπνήσει. Διατρέχει μεγάλο κίνημα. Πρέπει να ενεργήσουμε άμεσα. Προετοιμάστε τον για εγχείρηση. Δεν το πιστεύω. It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up. You should be dead, but you're not. The wheels are in motion. Your enemies are everywhere. We must alter your appearance immediately.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide open world up there, so there's something we need to take care of first.
And that's when I chose my appearance, which I never saw again.
This is you, as you've lived until this day. I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice.
I fucking knew it! Okay, so if you guys don't remember, in the first episode, can I pause? In the first episode, I decided how we would look like after, but oh yes, I can pause. So when he said that the first time, we looked like Big Boss. And then he made us choose, and then he showed us again, and he was like, okay, good. And then when he showed us the mirror a third time, we were a big boss again, which got me really fucking confused the first time I played. Now, we are already the character I chose back then. So, this further proves that we were never a big boss. But somehow we will end up looking like him, which is what I want to know. Is it decoy octopus or is it something else? Is it a Mission Impossible mask thing, you know?
Very good. Now let's remove these bandages. Your face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection, to hide you from those who want you dead. As of today, your name is Ahab.
Quiet is coming in.
Forget everything. Your name, your past.
My nose is itchy. Two people we don't know, and Kaz and Big Boss. Oh, that's new. Good luck, Psyche Ventus, Big Boss. I'm sorry, I'm screaming. Good luck, Psyche Ventus.
All right.
Okay, so we were a part of the MSF, and they've just done plastic surgery on me. They did plastic surgery. So I'm guessing my decoy octopus theory is actually not. We'll see.
Not yet. The patient in the next bed saw my face. Of course. Consider it done.
Hi, Quiet. That's absolutely Big Boss. The doctor just said the bandages were to protect you from those who want you dead. So this is exactly what they did right now for Ishmael or Big Boss, I believe. Now that I have Big Boss's face, they're attacking me. Oh wow, that's different. Isn't it? I'm not sure.
Okay, have time to go. What happened to the woman?
The woman? We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Who are you?
Who am I? You're talking to yourself. Been watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ishmael.
What the hell is going on?
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living. Bad news? The world wants you dead. On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down.
How were they able to...
Need a little pick-me-up? Okay. Here. No. Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game. Come on!
How? How, though? That's crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand how this is possible.
Drug's not working.
Oh my god, my wig is hurting my head so bad, guys. I'm doing my best here.
Out of here. Move it.
But, whoo!
Let's take the stairs.
So we're gonna redo the whole thing, but with all the events going on. Nothing cut out.
This way. This isn't gonna work. We better take the elevator.
I didn't remember that I couldn't crawl back up. Hi, Psycho Mantis.
What the hell is that? Something's coming.
Volgin is coming. Which is also crazy. I knew already it was like I didn't actually think it was gonna be Volgin, but I was like, he looks like Volgin just from this coat and the way he walks. God. Yeah, the golfing.
Just kicked in? Good, let's hurry.
Hold up, let's fix this. Next time, do it yourself. It's always good to try and mend your injuries while hiding from the enemy. Over there.
Hey, Lord. Yep. Here we go.
Let's go.
This way, hurry. Keep your head down.
Okay, I couldn't go. That was weird. So what happened there? Because that was also weird. I remember.
Help me, please.
It was weird that they didn't check under the bed, I remember. I was like, no way they don't check. Not Vic Boss.
Let's move.
Help me! I don't want to die!
My God. Ah, that's why I didn't check. I didn't remember. Did you hear something elsewhere?
Don't get caught in those searchlights. Here they come. Hurry.
I did the same mistake as last time. Because I think we're gonna be okay because Snake is okay, but no, they don't see Snake, they just see you. Last time it was the same thing, I think. I was like, okay, no problem, he can go, so I can too, right?
Don't get caught in those searchlights.
Nope.
Here they come. Hurry.
Well, now it... okay.
Now!
The helicopter light spawned differently this time. On retry.
Move! Go!
Downstairs, not upstairs. We're so small compared to the end of the game. That's crazy. I'm here.
Shit! It's ugly down there. Turn back.
Oh yeah.
This way.
Πάμε γρήγορα. Come on.
Σας παρακαλώ. Τι συμβαίνει? Δεν βλέπω τίποτα.
Κανένας θα μας σκοτώσουνε.
Ναι, τον είδα πριν λίγο.
What's happening out there?
It's all right. We'll be okay.
I can't see what's happening. You hear that? What's going on out there? Hey!
Πρόσεχε.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
I can't see what's happening.
What is that? What's happening out there? Does anybody know?
Hey!
You should be okay. You hear them coming?
This is so stupid. He was so lucky to be in the middle. Incredible. Oh, something in my eye. Ooh. This is all pretty much the same, right? I don't think there's much of a difference so far. Oh, I can't do anything. Okay.
Anything? Negative. He came in here. Keep looking.
This way. This way.
We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl. If you move, we're done for. Play dead. Freeze.
They should have made us play dead like with triangle. I don't know why they don't teach that. Like, it would be perfect to teach that mechanic here. I don't... Isn't it a strange choice? To not... I wonder what was the reason. Maybe they added that mechanic later after doing this sequence? I don't know. But you can literally play that in the game, like... Why not doing that? And teach it to the player. That's also really weird, like the bag. Ivy bag. Like, why did it have that on him? Why don't they shoot immediately? I don't know. I have so many questions. By the way, the person I was thinking of that is reminding me of this in X-Men is Shaw. Shaw. With the nuke. And anything you throw at him, really. Now he doesn't have his coat anymore. Yeah, okay, this is all the same. Nothing new here. That I remember.
Hold on. We better stop and treat that injury.
They still teach you tutorials. Like,
we'll have to take the stairs down.
nice. Beautiful.
Hold down the aim button to aim, then press the attack button to fire. Destroy it. Hold on. I'll take the right. You take the left.
You're pretty good!
Nice work. Let's go.
You didn't take the right. You took nothing. SMG. Sorry about that.
I'll run interference.
And then I don't remember actually. Oh my god. Here we go. Is that all? Whoa. Fuck. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is still the will of Volgin. Yeah. Go hide. That's so loud. Damn. Oh yeah, what did I do here? I forgot. Oh. All right.
Move in! Go, go, go!
Yeah, this is all the same, but it's cool to see again still with everything we know now with Psycho Mantis and all that. I'll just pause for a second, guys. Because my wig and beret, I think, are too like compressing, and it's getting me nauseous a little bit. So I'm just gonna try to see if I can change some stuff around. I'm sorry. All right, guys, I'm back. Stripped down to the bare minimum. I was getting really sick. I was getting sick because I think it was just too hot today for the cosplay, unfortunately. Even with my fan, I don't have AC in here. I just have a little fan. And I don't put it too high because I don't want it to make too much of a sound in my mic. And right now in this room, it's 25 degrees. I don't know what that is in... It's in Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. But yeah, 25 degrees. And with what I was wearing, you can imagine like my temperature was getting really, really high. And also like I think just the wig or just the beret is fine, but like wig plus beret was just too much, and it was like compressing here. So I was getting like nauseous and, you know, like dots in my vision and all that. I was just really not feeling well, and I want to be all in, you know, when this is unfolding. I want to be all there. So I took a quick break and just tripped to the bare minimum, like I said. So this is not really a cosplay anymore, but imagine Kaz with long brown hair and braids in a feminine version. This is how he would look. But I wanted to continue, yeah, so I'll continue for a bit. I feel much better already, so... Okay, I'm sorry about that. Usually I do the whole video in cosplay, but now I was really not feeling well, and I think it's better for me to be feeling well rather than push through and be missing stuff, and you know. My lips were dry as well. Now it's better. I'm sorry for anyone coming in and not having watched like the first part and then watching later and be like, what the hell is this cosplay? What the hell is that? Thank you, Vic Boss.
Get in!
Oh, I forgot to say, but I have braids because this is what I do. I've had this question quite a few times. Where do you put all your hair when you have a wig? And this is what I do. I put it in 2 braids and then roll around my head and then put the wig on top. Well, a wig cap and then a wig. So that it holds everything. I can't wait to see what happens to Ishmael. I'm guessing we'll see now. Damn. Whew. Truth. Okay. Oh, that enemy combat alert didn't register. That's cool. Let's see. Here we go.
This way, boss.
It's also loud. Okay, so they didn't give a fuck.
Use that bike. It's tuned up and ready to go.
Oh my god. Is it Eva's bike?
I'll handle the rest.
I knew it.
Here.
I knew he knew.
That's your name as of today.
Psychinetis!
You best change your face, too. Now this one, he'll take your place. From here on, he's Snake. He believes it, too.
My very own Phantom, huh?
He believes
Boss, the whole world wants your head. Don't worry, he can handle it. Move now, quickly.
Aren't you forgetting something?
a real cigar. He's gonna change his face? No way.
We'll meet again.
Right.
Wow. Triumph. Yeah, that's Big Boss. That's Big Boss, alright. I need more explanation. Cold Talker is curious. Cold Talker Decipher Book Richards Mission Operation Snake Eater Death of the Boss Commandos Vulcans just point to research facility. Cold Talker begins his research of the end's remains. Congo crisis is brought to a close. China condemns as seen in Hanoi. His Enfant Terrible project begins. Cause of Big Boss are born Eli and David. Big Boss parts ways with Zero. Cold Talker discovers a strain of arcade that metabolizes uranium. Peace Walker incident. Mother base is destroyed. Zero hides Big Boss in a hospital Cyprus and leaves him in Ocelot's care. Skullface is reassigned to Africa. Zero hides Big Boss in hospital on Cyprus and leaves him in Ocelot's care. The vocal cord parasite are resurrected through reverse evolution. Ho Chi Minh campaign leads to the fail of Saigon of Vietnam's reunification. Okay, yeah. Les Enfants Terribles project is abandoned. Eli is taken to Great Britain. Zero suffers brain damage due to Skullface parasite attack. What? An underground nuclear test site is discovered beneath the Cali desert. Linked to pressure. Zero visits Big Boss, then disappears completely, never to be seen in public again. Eli escapes his handlers in Africa and disappears. Presidents and muzzle effects following the... Okay. Emeric's first child is born with strange love. He is named Hal. Operation Opera. Israeli bombers strike nuclear reactor under construction in Iraq. Civilian carrying the third boy. Psycho Mantis crashes in the mountains of Ukraine. Quiet suffers full body burns at a hospital on Cyprus. Undergoes parasite therapy to survive. Skullface dies. Yeah, in 84, which was this game. Snake Awakens. Snake and I guess the medic. I'm not even sure. This is the first scene we see in this game. Yep.
No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. All right. It's cool that they put the person you've chosen in the cutscenes. I wasn't sure if it was the medic or someone on the mother base. Now we know for sure.
Boss.
So she did, yeah. And the medic was in front of him? Yeah. Okay. So when we... So... Wait a minute. So Paz... Wait. Okay, so... What? Because Paz... Oh my god. So Paz... I'm so confused. She did explode, we just saw. So unless this right now is not a good, like a fake memory, then if that's the case, fine. If that's not the case, it's really how it happened in Ground Zeroes, right? That's what we've seen as well when we played it. Then it means the Paz is a hallucination in Mother Base. But then again, Ocelot and Kaz were there too, so do we hallucinate them as well? That's what I meant at the beginning of this game when I said I don't like an unreliable narrator. Like, it's fine sometimes, but I don't like an unreliable...
Now do you remember who you are? What you were meant to do?
I cheated death thanks to you. And thanks to you, I've left my mark. You have too. You've written your own history. You're your own man. I'm Big Boss. And you are too. No. He's the two of us together. Where we are today, we built it.
What the fuck?
This story, this legend, it's ours. We can change the world and with it the future. I am you and you are me. Carry that with you wherever you go. Thank you, my friend. From here on out, you're Big Boss.
So, which one is it in MGS4 then? I'm like... It has to be the original. Because it doesn't... Operation what? Snake Eater? Intrude? Because it doesn't have the horn is what I was about to say earlier. The horn is so long now. He had his face full of blood and now he doesn't have a horn anymore. Oh yeah, he does. Huh? Okay. I still have questions. I mean, maybe there is a post-credit. I'm gonna wait for the post-credit, cause... What do you mean? Okay, this is gonna sound really petty. But like, I kinda liked my theory of decoy octopus better. I don't know, like, it's just, I mean, it's fine, it's just, how? Like, Matt Mercer? Who? Who did he voice? Yuri Lowenthal. Question. I have a very important question. How? How? With the technology that they have. Okay, plastic surgery, whatever, right? It is actually, well, okay, here's the thing. I wasn't that far off. Because I did talk about Mission Impossible type of shit with making a mask. It's kind of what they did, like, but they just completely changed his whole... How? How do you explain this? It would have been better if it was Decoy Octopus, because then it makes sense, because he has supernatural powers. So it's okay, he can copy anyone. It's one of his powers, that's fine. But now it's science. You know? Like now we're in the science, not in the supernatural. And science-wise, this makes no sense. Like, just... And that is new for Metal Gear, because usually in Metal Gear, you'll tell me, yeah, it's always kind of fantastical. Sure, there are elements of fantasy, like I said, Decoy Octopus, whatever, right? And the parasite and but most of the things that are rooted in science are actually, how can I say this? Are actually right. Like, they are done quite well, and they make sense. Give or take. There was... Ocelot becoming kind of liquid, like that part with the arm But then it was nano machines. So like, we can explain that with nano machines a little bit. You know, it's rooted in science from the future. So it kind of works. But here we're in the past. So how can you do this now and later on in MGS4 you can't become liquid? You know what I mean? Like, I guess he didn't need to. He just needed to put the arm on or whatever. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that one. I'm not disappointed. I wouldn't go that far. I'm not disappointed. I'm just... It could have been better. Like I could have been right all along. It would have been better. No, but seriously, it's not a question of being right or not. Like I'm totally fine with my my theories being completely off track, you know. That's fine. I think my theory was better. Like is that wrong? Is that wrong of me? I think if he had been Decoy Octopus, it would have been even cooler. And we would have had like some backstory and how his power works. I don't know. I feel like it would have been like full circle. But maybe it was too obvious and they didn't want to do that because of that. I don't know. I have many questions. So Ocelot knows. Of course he does. Now, MGS4 Big Boss, I'm guessing is the original and not Venom, because he doesn't have a horn, though he is remade with body parts of Solidus and whatnot, so maybe that's why. Maybe it is Venom. Like, who knows, right? At this point. I guess they are all one and the same now, as Big Boss has said. Who gets killed, you know, in Metal Gear 1, you know, which I haven't played, but I read the script, like not the script, but the story on, you can read it on the collection of Metal Gear Solid, the collection of 1, 2, 3, and then you can play 1 and 2, but you can also just read the one in like Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, and you can just read the stories as well. I did that. I read because you guys were recommending that to me. You were saying, oh, you should read it, you know, it's really interesting, la la la. So I did, like, I read it, and he dies, like, Solid kills him. So was that Venom? Like, I'm guessing that was Venom, right? And then the actual Big Boss is stuck in the system for, like, a really long time. That's what I would guess. I mean, bruh, like, that's a little... It does make sense though, like, don't get me wrong, it's not that it doesn't, because the whole game you feel like you're someone else, which I was actually right about that, like, and I think anyone who plays this game will notice, like, that it's just weird, unless you haven't played the other Metal Gears, or if it's been a long time, then maybe you don't know, but there are so many things that he does that are just plain wrong, like, as Big Boss, you know, so I'm not surprised, it's just... I thought if they had went the science way of Mission Impossible with like masks, it would have been not as bad. I feel like this is just completely crazy. Also, I chose a black man. Like, it wasn't the choices. Also, by the way, I had to ban like a handful of people on my first episode because they were being really fucking disgusting racists. If you're still in here, because when you ban people on YouTube, they can still watch your videos. Fuck you. Like, I was so angry when I saw those comments saying like, haha, what the fuck, why is she doing that, la la, like being absolute... I'm not gonna say what they said because it's just disgusting, but I had a handful of comments being absolute dog shit racist, so fuck you if you're still here. Thank you. Stop watching me. I don't want you in my community. Anyways, that being said, if you're a fucking racist, get away from me. That being said, I don't understand how they can shift the whole skin color and like the whole face, the whole everything, the hair. How? If you're not decoy octopus, how? My bruh. And then they say like Big Boss is gonna do the same thing but in reverse. That's what Ocelot is asking of him at the end there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like this is a little... They kind of dropped the ball with that. I'm not, like I said, I will say again, I'm not disappointed, but I just don't really like it, if that makes sense. I think this is not... It could have been better. Hire me, Konami. I can't... Not me being super arrogant, like, I know how to write stories, okay, better than you. Not at all, but like, also hire me for writing your next book. Because it could have been better, okay? I'm just saying. That being said, still absolute cinema. It was really cool to redo that mission. Okay, let's see if there's a after credits. I do hope there is, because okay. Yeah, this is after. His Kingdom of the Flies in Africa. Gorbachev takes office. Yeah. Gulf War, liquid and solid are sent to the battlefield. Soviet Union dissolved. South Africa acknowledges possession of nuclear weapons simultaneously pushes the abolition arsenal. While commanding Special Forces Unit Foxhound from a position in the U.S. military, Big Boss establishes the 45 military nation Outer Heaven in South Africa. The Outer Heaven uprising occurs and it is quashed by Solid Snake, who kills Big Boss's Phantom. That's how Venom dies. That's what I was saying earlier. Metal Gear 1, right? Or Metal Gear 2. Somewhere in there. Yes. Okay, so Venom died. So MGS4 Big Boss is Big Boss. Is the original Big Boss. Okay, that's actually better, because I was like, oh no, don't tell me we hugged a fake boss. Like, no. Zanzibar land disturbance. Solid Snake kills Big Boss, but the Patriots revive him and conceal his comatose body. Right. Okay, so he kills Venom in Metal Gear 1, and then he kills the actual Big Boss in Metal Gear 2, but the Patriots revive him and conceal his comatose body in the system. That's crazy. Deaths of Master Kazuhira Miller, rest in peace, and Sigint, and Dr. Clark being paramedic. Gotcha. Solid Snake in Hell, Emmerich established philanthropy and anti-Metal Gear NGO. Yeah. Manhattan Tanker Incident. This is Metal Gear Solid 2. Sons of Liberty. Prism United States publicly pledges to close the detention facility at Guantanamo Bay. Big Shell Incident. US begins introducing nano machines to its military in 2010. Okay. New terms allow even those who have never resided in a country to become naturalized, provided they are a descendant of the Hungarian citizen. Okay. Alright, I don't know why they write that here. Because of the Patriots, since the Patriots AI system is destroyed, deaths of Assad and Eva, Big Boss kills 0. Yes. And dies, yes. That's right. In MGS4. Okay. At least we hugged the proper daddy.
What was it all for? If the boss has some plan, what is it?
That's Kaz.
The real Big Boss is working separately from us to create his new nation.
New nation?
A military nation above and apart from all. The true outer heaven. Something created to maintain world balance, independent of the struggles for supremacy, for personal profit, the cycles of revenge between countries. It'll be an army, all right, but more. Big Boss
Outer heaven.
is building a nation. But until it's complete, we support the other Big Boss. The Phantom carries on his legend, his meme.
Mm-hmm.
That is Big Boss's plan.
So that's the way it is. 9 years ago, I thought everything had been taken from me.
Aww.
But now I really have lost it all. The boss, and the future we were building together.
Oh my god!
One day, the age of Big Boss's sons will arrive. They'll likely want to settle the score with him. We have to shape that age. We'll each have roles to play. Building the foundation for a revolution led by both Big Bosses, the True One and the Phantom.
No. Big Boss can go to hell.
Damn.
I'll make the Phantom and his son stronger to send him there.
Oh.
For that, I'll keep playing my role.
You know, sooner or later, there will be only one boss. There's only room for one boss. His sons are fated to face each other someday, too. If the day ever comes that you go back to Cypher, I'll aid the other son. And then you and I will be enemies, too. One of us will have to kill the other.
Oh my god.
Fine by me.
I am shook.
I'll be ready for the new age. Until then, we'd better get used to coexisting.
Ocelot killed Kaz, not Liquid in MGS1. Oh! Ah! So Kaz the whole game knew, right? Am I mistaken? This conversation, when did it take place? Probably, he said 9 years ago. So I think it was like right after we arrived at the mother base with Kaz. And then Ocelot went to speak to him. So the whole game he knows. And he's playing. And he's actually betraying the boss, which is a Big Boss, I mean, which is crazy. Because he doesn't agree with him anymore. So I stay winning, okay? Kaz is actually right. He's right. He's right. He is entirely right. I mean, Big Boss is going crazy. Who in their right mind? Like, how fucked up do you need to be to ask another human being to become you permanently so that you can build something together that is very destructive, by the way? Like, I actually feel so bad for Venom, you know? I know, like, he thinks he, you know, like any other soldier in there, he thinks he has to do this, like, it's like an honor or something, but still. Nah. Kaz forever in my heart. I mean, he's right. He's right. And he did train Solid. He took the side of Solid. Went back to Cypher, technically, took the side of Solid. And Ocelot took the side of Liquid, as we see in MGS1. And it's just confirmed that it's Ocelot who went to kill Kaz so that Liquid could impersonate him. Well, not necessarily kill him for that, but I thought it was Liquid who killed. I don't know why I thought that, though. I am shook! That is cool. That is a cool revelation. I love that. I really like that. Don't get me wrong, like, Kaz is also a little... He has some problems. Okay, and that's why he was so adamant on us not hurting Eli. Gotcha. I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting how... I mean, they are the sons of Big Boss. Maybe that's why, like, he's attached to them. It's not just that. Like, he wants to help them beat their dad. Okay. Wow. What? Oh, yeah. Legendary, huh? Damn. I need to listen to the tape and then I'll stop here, I think, and I'll keep the rest for the extra episode after. The next episode. Because I have a lot of stuff to do still. New side ups. Wait a minute. Was it yellow? It was not. Okay.
Back on your feet so quickly?
There's a non-smoking ward.
Boss.
If I listened to everything the doctors said, I'd probably die in here. No point waking up after 9 years for that.
Well, having you out of that bed makes things a little easier.
Bad news, huh?
Things are looking worse.
Go on.
They found out about you waking up. And
This
the
is
man
the
on
real
fire
big
picked
boss.
his time to wake up too. We'll have to move forward ahead of schedule. Miller already has the preparations underway. We'll have to wake up your neighbor, too.
So he's not. He seems awake now.
No. Well, he's not actively conscious yet, at least.
He was a doctor, too.
In his mind, that past no longer exists.
How?
Your past is his past now. He's going to be your phantom.
How?
Not some simple diversion. He'll act as the new big boss. And the act just isn't for Cypher. He'll be your face on the world stage until the time comes for your resurgence.
Okay, this is even worse than I thought. Because I thought maybe he knows, you know? Venom, I mean. And I was already feeling bad for him. But like, I thought maybe it's an honor or whatever. You know, the way he reacted when he was listening to the tapes earlier, you know, in front of the mirror. I was like, okay, he thinks it's like, it's fine. Well, now he knows. But I thought the whole game maybe he knew. He does. How? Like hypnosis? Like fucking Ocelot did to himself? For Liquid? Like, I don't...
Make it sound easy.
We've been busy over the last 9 years. His altered state of consciousness has helped us implant powerful suggestions through induced hypnagogia. He's experienced all your missions on record and shares all your knowledge and experience.
Oh, what the f...
To make him
That's
believe that
worse.
he is the one true big boss.
That's even worse.
No one around him will doubt that he's the big boss they know.
Okay, but
So-
wait, but no. Okay, I'm... Sorry, I'm pausing like nonstop, but like... Sorry, they did say it is impossible to... They have never... They say that in MGS4. They have never managed to make a person become a complete other person. You can never erase. They said that, something like that, right? They also said in MGS2, I believe, anyone can become a snake. But come on, like not in that way, you know?
Is he the real big boss or a stand-in? What does that mean to him? Nothing. The human brain is capable of many illusions.
Nah,
The
this is
pain
too far.
Of the future. What happens from here depends on his skill. You can vouch for that.
He was always the best man we had. But
9 years ago in that helicopter, he threw himself between you and the blast. In that moment, the man you knew died. He died protecting you. And now by becoming you,
He didn't consent to this
protects you
though.
again.
To
This is just a
become...
detour in his journey to hell. And don't forget, it's what he wanted. He's in his dog days now.
How
It's
do you
not
know?
just him. We'll be putting the people in this hospital in the line of fire. They'll be your shield and necessary diversion to buy us some time.
And you?
I'll be right by his side.
Can you keep it up? It's a hell of a lie.
It won't be a lie. I won't know his secret either. I'll believe that he's the real big boss. I'll have no conscious knowledge of you. Where's the lie in that?
Self-hypnosis.
It's nothing new in my line of work. Manipulating memories.
Yeah,
the
okay.
past.
Sure, okay. They're kind of going too far. Because, sure, he does that later too with being liquid. Sure, he can do that. But like, the whole game, you feel like he knows something. But actually, he didn't remember. Like, it would have been okay for him to lie. Maybe he's lying and he's not gonna do the self-hypnosis. Because it's ocelot. Come on, you don't need to make him self-hypnosis to do this. It's ocelot.
But that's not all. When the time is right, I need to remember that you're the real boss. In a world, it's double think.
In this year,
2 + 2 = 5. And I want you to do the same.
right. His bodyguard.
Correct. It won't be long before this hospital comes under attack. We'll wake him up right away, but he won't be back to full health in time. You'll need to take him through his final paces.
Yeah. I want to see his face again.
All right, John. I've never forgotten you in these 9 years, but I have to forget you now.
Adam. I'm counting on you.
That was kind of cute.
What's up?
About the 1972 project. Les enfants terribles.
You never did like the French.
All that Catherine the Great aristocratic pompousness gets to me, that's all. Palace talk. They can keep
wait,
it.
I'm sorry. This is from... Wait. MGS1, isn't it? He says doesn't he say that? When does he say that? Never liked the French anyway. When does he say that, actually? I don't even know. I remember that. Oh, maybe it was you guys in the comment section? I don't know. Oh, that's so funny, though.
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children.
That madness Zero started. Or the start of his madness.
You found out something new?
The plan itself was abandoned in '76. ATGC dismantled the project, and their account with DARPA was closed. So I was worried about what happened to you. Your sons.
They're no sons of mine. And they're sure as hell not me.
Just a bunch of cells grown in a lab?
What they are is much sicker than that.
Well, Zero doesn't think so. Eva doesn't either. To them, those boys are your clones. They're you, down to the last hair.
And?
The first boys were raised free range, like we thought. Both of them. David has never left the States, but the other, Eli, has disappeared. Might as well call it abandoned. They're through with him.
Where is he?
He was in England.
Wow.
Zero's home ground.
They let
Apparently,
them be
he traveled
adopted.
to Africa after that, but that's where he escaped from Zero's care.
Just like that.
Wow.
Why?
Who knows? Maybe he found out about his birth. If he's alive, he'd be 11 or 12 by now. Old enough to think and act for himself.
So he might still be alive.
On his own, there? I wouldn't bet on it.
I mean...
John, if he is alive, what's the plan?
I have nothing to say to him. Treat him like a human being, just another person.
Boss, this war business you and Miller started. Since the industry spread out to the PFs, it may have a favorable influence on Cypher. To a ruler, an everlasting enemy is convenient. By directing the public's animosity outside his borders, he could unify their frame of mind. Guns for hire continue the war. Then enrich the economy with their spoils. War as a business will become a permanent tool for manipulating the public mind. A new business model. You might even call it a war economy. Before long, Cypher, or rather the Patriots, will be drawn to this. Probably
MGS4.
only a few decades before it takes hold. It's not far off at all. Still no leads on Zero. We don't even know whether he's still alive. But the protocol he put in motion's making steady progress. Every day, SIGINT's web covers a little bit more of the globe. Total information control. Big Brother Zero. And it'll happen before anyone even realizes. I don't like it. You're the big brother of the battlefield. You've earned a firm grip on the world's military power. But soon, Zero will have nations in his. He'll erase the Cold War, all war, from people's minds.
Sorry.
And with it, the world's borders. Zero's will, his influence, will be unleashed, with nothing to stem the tide. When that happens, opposition will no longer match the lines on the map. And boss, with no borders left, what difference can we make? War will have lost any true meaning to the world. Just one more gear keeping the wheels of economy turning. Another product bearing down the capitalist conveyor belt. The future your friend Miller wanted. That's all there is in store. Perhaps it's already too late. But human will should only be handed down and nurtured by human hands. It can't be entrusted to the system. Especially not that soulless phantom that Zero's left in his wake. No matter what happens, we'll have to fight someday to reclaim our truth. Until next time, Big Boss. Someone has successfully struck.
I am absolutely, I do want to know what this is all. These are very important tapes, but I need to stop right now. I think this episode is long enough. Of course, I will listen to them. I will do an extra episode, okay? Next episode, I will listen to all, not only these tapes, but all of them. Everything that I missed, I will listen to. I don't have that many. But yes, absolutely, I will listen to all the tapes. Oh, this is cool. I need to learn that. I will listen to them all, and I will watch. I think you guys said to ask me to react to episode 51, which is like cut content, I guess. I can do that, and I also want to go and see Paz because I'm like, she's not really there. So what's up with that? So yeah, I want to go back to the mother base. So we'll do all that next episode, but for today I'm gonna stop here because this has been long enough. Should I do my review now? I'll do my review now of the game, because I've talked about it already a little bit during the playthrough, so I would need to sit on this and think, because I don't know where I rank this game. I don't know where. It is definitely really, really not as bad as some of you guys made it out to be. I'm gonna be honest. Before I jump into this game, a lot of people had a lot of opinions on this game. And a lot of people, I think it's because I can understand how this is for someone who played it on release and was expecting something else, I guess. I went in without expectations, so I think that helped me a lot. And I honestly really enjoyed this game. I don't think it's a bad game. I don't feel like it's not finished. I've seen that as well, like, oh, it's unfinished. I don't really feel that way. I think everything is tying together. Now, do I like where they went with the whole phantom thing? Not really, but I think it could have been better. But to say that it's not finished, I don't know about that. Like, I don't feel like that on first playthrough like this. I think it's a complete game, and it answers a lot of questions. It answered all the questions I had, basically. And yeah, I mean, it's a good game. I don't understand the divide, heaven's divide, that it has created in the community of Metal Gear. Because it's a good game. Like, I'm not sure. The gameplay is 10 out of 10. Gameplay is definitely the strongest point of this game. It's one of the best stealth games I've ever played, I think. I mean, it's just incredible, everything you can do. And I know I didn't even scratch the surface, like I barely did, right? I tried a lot of things out, but I know you can do so much more. So great gameplay. Great graphics. This is an old game, like 9-10 years. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's gonna be 10 years this year, I think. It looks so good still. The music, you know, the cutscenes. The cutscenes is another really strong point of this game. The cutscenes are fucking hype. Okay, they are absolute cinema. Every last one of them. Like, all the cutscenes pretty much of the game are absolute. You're like this. Wow. Like, they are just so good. The dialogues, the performers, perfection. Strong suit, the strong point of the game. Definitely performers, cutscenes, gameplay, graphics. 10 out of 10 for that. Now, the pace and the story is where it gets a little muddy for me. The pacing is a little weird. It's not that it's too long, although the side ups, I mean, there are way too many. Like, and that's something I also didn't like in Peace Walker. Not that there was too many, but it's just that you need to do 3 side ups or whatever, and then you'll unlock this, and then you need to do a third side up and just redo that one, and then you'll unlock that. And I hate that. That's not fun. That's not fun. Like, and I didn't like it in Peace Walker, and then they redid the same thing in this one, and I'm like, I still don't like it. So the side ups, there are way too many of them. They're basically like, there's like maybe 8 versions, and I'm being generous, of side ups, and then it's like 10 of each. You know what I mean? Like, it's even more than that. It's like 10 different type of side ups, and then there's like 10 of each of those 10, and it just repeats itself. Like, I don't really like that. I don't think the side ups are super good. Some of them are good, and then sometimes some of the side ups were like main story, which is a weird choice. And then main story also had pacing problems. Main missions, I mean, where some of the main missions were just fillers. They were just fillers, and I don't know why. I mean, I get it, you want me to play with the absolute incredible gameplay that this game offers, but I want to know, like, what's going on with the story, you know? It's not that bad, but it's a little like that. So I totally understand, like, the pacing and the actual writing of the story sometimes kind of drops the ball a little bit, though most of it is really cool. Most of the story, like narratively speaking, is good. There are just some elements. The whole Phantom thing is ridiculous. Like, I'm just gonna be honest here. The whole Venom changing face, I would have preferred if it was Decoy Octopus personally. I think my theory is better, but I mean, apart from that, I would say what other writing I was like, okay, like sometimes some of the things that Venom does, but I guess it makes sense, are like, huh? Yeah, I think the pacing is probably the worst aspect. It's all over the place a little bit. Also, the fact that there's no codec, it's tapes. I don't really mind personally, but I kind of miss, you know, I kind of miss the codecs, like in MGS1, you know, or something, or MGS2, or 3, since I'm just naming them all. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I rank it. Definitely, okay, so here's the thing. My favorite Metal Gear that I've played. Here are all the Metal Gears I played. I played Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I played Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. And then I played Rising Revengeance. And then I did Peace Walker. I watched Portable Ops, and then I played Peace Walker. And then MGS5. Or MGSV. Some people are angry when I say 5, but it's 5, come on. It's both. It's the Roman number. Anyways. So, those are the games I played. Rising Revengeance, I kind of don't count it in my ranking because it's so different. You know, like it's hard for me to count it into the rest of the Metal Gear franchise because I had a ton of fun with that game. It was really fun, but it's like completely different. I can't even compare it, you know, so I kind of don't rank it. But my favorite are actually tied now. I've been thinking about this more and more, and I've always said that Metal Gear Solid 1, MGS1 is my favorite, and it still is to this day. Okay, it's the first one I played. Psycho Mantis, the story, the gameplay, everything is just, I love it, right? But the more time passes, the more MGS4 is climbing up that ranking for me. So actually right now they're a tie. MGS1 and MGS4 for me are tied. They are my two favorites of the franchise, hands down. They are the best. MGS4 had everything. Maybe some of the stuff, was it the no, the pacing was fine, I think. There might have been some stuff that I was like, oh, okay, but most of it, I keep rethinking of my experiences, and MGS4 is ranked so high now, and it was already ranked high. I was like, oh, it's MGS1, and then right under is MGS4. It was already like that, but now I'm like, no, I love them both. I love them both equally. And then second, I would say MGS3, I think. Snake Eater is an incredible game. Just an incredible game. I think I would rank it higher if I had played on normal, I think. Like, in retrospect, I think it would probably rank higher if I had a bit of an easier time. But I played on hard because I trusted the comment section, which you should never do as a YouTuber. I'm kidding. But I did trust some of you guys, and I shouldn't have, because everyone's like, oh, play on hard, it's fine, and first playthrough it'll be better. No, I should have played on normal because I'm not good at these games. You know, I'm not like bad, but I'm not very good at them, so especially the older ones. This game actually was pretty easy, in my opinion. Like, this game is, I think, the easiest. Now that I think of it. Let me think. There were some fights that was like, eh, but like Sahel Tropus or such, but when they force you to use firepower, you know, like for tanks and all that. But I think Peace Walker was quite easy as well. Peace Walker was easy. But yeah, I don't know, like I feel like MGS3 would have been better on normal for me. So I think it has second place for me. And then after that, I actually really liked Peace Walker. Though, in retrospect, the pacing is also a little off. And I don't like the side-ups like here, where you need to unlock stuff for the true ending. Like, I thought that if the true ending was the actual ending, it would be, like, ranked really high for me, Peace Walker. I just really enjoyed it. I had so much fun, and the story was so cool. Especially since I love the boss so much, personally, you know. So Peace Walker is actually a must-play, in my opinion. And I do believe... Do I like it more than MGS5? I think I do. I think I rank MGS5 under that. MGS2... I don't know where to put it. I think it's an incredible game. But... And I kind of admire the story, but I think it's a little too convoluted. Like, it just goes a little too far. But I did enjoy it still, you know. And also the controls are very clunky, like, oh lord, I am remembering how hard that was. I prefer MGS1 over that, you know, control wise, and MGS3 as well is better for controls. So I think that drags the game down a little bit. And also the fact that you're always at the same fucking place. There's that, like, you're always in the same area the whole game, and you don't get out of there really, except like the tanker mission, I guess. But even then you're inside. It's kind of, I don't know, well, except at the beginning when you're outside in the rain. But you know what I mean, like, it's always the same area. That's kind of boring a little bit. So yeah, but I do love MGS2, don't get me wrong, I love it as well. I'm watching someone play right now for the first time. It's just so much fun to watch. So I love them all. I love them all, to be honest. I just don't know where I'm putting MGS5, because there are some things that they did really well, and it's definitely better than most of you guys were making it out to be, but it's not that good either. It's not, it could have been better. It definitely could have been better. But overall, it's a great game. It's a great game. I like it. I don't think it's bad at all. Not at all. I think there were a couple of really hype moments as well in this game, in a Phantom Pain. So yeah, that's my review. And kind of ranking, I don't even know, you know, and I haven't talked about like where I put, I guess, well, like I said, Rising Revengeance, I'm kind of, I don't know, and I'm not gonna put Portable Ops because I haven't played it, you know, I just watched the cutscene, so I wouldn't know where to put it. But like overall, my enjoyment, I think like, for example, Rising Revengeance, overall my enjoyment was higher than Phantom Pain in some ways, you know, but they are so different that it's hard for me to properly it's an open world, like, I mean, it's hard to, yeah, it's just hard to but I do understand how some people say it's their favorite. Like, some of you guys say MGS5 is your favorite. I get it because some people will love that stuff which I don't like as much, like the side ups and the pacing, and because it's the fact that it's an open world. I think some people will actually love that, so I totally get it. This is all personal, guys, like, I'm not, my word is not gospel, as you all know. It's just personal opinion. What a franchise. I'll talk about more of that in the next episode, I think. But I've been playing Metal Gear for a year. It's been a year now, like an actual year. I started in May last year, if I'm not mistaken, and now we're in May as well, so a year later. So I've been playing these games. I did take some breaks between MGS4 and Rising Revengeance. I took like a month or two, I don't remember. I took quite a break, but I basically played Metal Gear Solid franchise for a year. So this is bittersweet for me. It's really bittersweet because I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. I genuinely thought I would play 1, 2, 3. Like, and then wait for Delta to come out to play 3 again, you know? I didn't think I would fall in love with the story, and the way the story is told is just so unique. There is no other game that is like this. At least that I've played. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know all the games, but I've never played something like this. And I'm talking like overall the franchise. Consistently amazing games, you know? Like, consistently just great game after great game after great game. Now, obviously, I've heard about Metal Gear Survival or whatever. Apparently, it's like an absolute dog shit game. I don't know. I haven't played it. I know I haven't played them all, you know, like, but still, I still played, what, 7 of them? And they're all really good in their own right, you know? What a franchise. I understand why it's a classic now, and I'm so happy I now can join the hype, and now I understand references of other media doing references to Metal Gear, because it's that big. It's like it was a cultural shift when these games came out, you know. It feels like that. So playing them in the big year of 2024 and 2025 was just an absolute blast. It was just the best thing, and it brought so many of you guys as well on the channel. I never expected that when I started Metal Gear Solid 1. I've said that before. I never thought anyone would watch that. Like, I just really wanted to play it, and I wanted to play a retro game, like an older game, and I knew my brothers loved the franchise, but I didn't know why. And I didn't think it would. I think it would flop on my channel. Like, I thought that, and no, that's not what happened. So yeah, I mean, I'm so grateful for this franchise for so many reasons, especially the experience and the journey, but also the community it brought with to my channel, and meeting so many of you through these games it's truly a blessing for me. Like, I'm so privileged. I understand that, because I mean yeah, I mean what a franchise. and that's not on me, you know. I'm just playing it, you know. But yeah, so anyways, I've been talking a lot, so I'll stop now. I think this is gonna be a premiere as well, so you guys are gonna be like, okay, I'm just tired, I'll leave now. I'm sorry for that, but I just really wanted to express my gratitude to you guys, and to the games, and to Kojima, and to Konami, and you know, I've lauded and said these are the best games, you know, some of the best games I've played, and I've also had some criticism sometimes, but you know, overall it's just what an experience. Everyone needs to play these games. I'm not saying everyone would love them though. They are so unique. And for me, MGS1 and MGS4 are so close to my heart that I know it's not for everyone. Like, I wouldn't necessarily recommend MGS1 to everyone. I think, you know, they are so unique and niche in a way, although they became cult classic, like they became mainstream. They're not niche at all anymore, but they feel niche, you know. And I don't think everyone would love this kind of story and the way it's told, especially the type of exposition. I don't think that's everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay, you know. But at the same time, I think I wish that everyone could experience what I experience. Like, I wish everyone could experience that kind of journey through these games. It's truly one of a kind. I would never regret starting. Impossible. Like, and I am so excited for Delta, guys. Oh my god. Okay, so everyone was asking, this is what's gonna happen on the channel, okay? Because I know some people were asking. I'm gonna put a timestamp for you guys because you ask, and then I can just put the timestamp in the comments. Because I know you don't watch the whole video. That's totally fine. What's gonna happen, okay, next? Like I said, next episode, because yes, I will film another episode 24, right? Next episode, I will listen to all the tapes. I will watch episode 51, which has got content apparently, and I will go to the mother base to pass, okay? I will. Snake Eater Delta. Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater. Whatever it's called. Delta, right? I, of course, will be playing it. Yes, in August. Release day. I don't even know when. I think it's 28. I don't know when in the week that is. I will be playing it. Yes. My plan is to live stream it on both platforms at the same time, which means YouTube live stream and Twitch live stream. The reason why I'm doing this instead of a pre-recorded Let's Play like this is because I have already played a pre-recorded Let's Play of Snake Eater. It's on the channel. You can watch it anytime if you want to see my first reaction to everything, right? So I don't see the appeal to do the same thing again, but with Delta, you know? It'll never be the same. I can't redo the same playthrough, right? So might as well stream it with you guys in the chat who can finally tell me everything I've been missing out on in my first playthrough. So what I'm talking about is, oh, if you put TNT on this place, this happens, or oh, try this out, like try doing this against the Fury, for example, or try doing that. Oh, look, now press R1 or whatever it is, you can look and see whatever, something special, like all of those things that I missed in my first playthrough because it was the first playthrough and I didn't know. I'll be able to do in Delta unless they change something in Delta, but that would be my plan. I would love to play alongside you guys, basically. And you guys telling me in the chat like, oh, try this, try that. It'll be now or never the time to backseat the shit out of my playthrough. It'll be there for that. And I think that's gonna be cool. Obviously, I'm gonna pay attention to the cutscenes and I'm gonna try to be in, you know, the game still. That doesn't change anything because it's Delta. It's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful and so high, but I want to live that hype with you guys instead of being alone here and recording. I kind of want to have a different experience with Delta than I had with Snake Eater. And it has to be different because I'm not playing for the first time, right? I'm playing Delta for the first time, but like I know the story from beginning to end. Nothing is gonna surprise me, you know? Unless they add new things, but I doubt it. So this is my plan so far. Because a lot of people were asking, oh, what do you plan on doing? So this is what I'm gonna do. As of next series on the channel, replacing Metal Gear franchise, I actually haven't disclosed it yet, and I think I'm gonna keep it a secret for now. I will, of course, be playing Doom franchise and then Halo franchise, but that's one of the two games that I have, right? I always have two games on the channel at all times on YouTube. So the other franchise I'm going into is something that some of you guys have been waiting for quite a while. I've had really good, not advice, but opinions on that franchise. And it's completely different from Metal Gear, okay? Don't expect anything remotely close to Metal Gear Solid, okay? It is going to go into a different direction, but they are games that are very, very loved, and they are classics that I just never got to play. So I'm not saying what it is yet, it's a surprise, but I'm really excited. I just woke up one day, I was hesitating a lot. Okay, I was hesitating between two things, so it's not gonna be those two things. Now, I was hesitating between Yakuza, I really want to play the Yakuza series, and Zelda, because I've never played a Zelda game. So I was like, oh, Zelda Ocarina of Time or whatever, like I could go way back, right? And then Yakuza would start with 0 and just make my way. I was thinking of those two things and I was kind of like, oh, which one? I don't know, and all that, la la. Oh, the Switch 2 is coming out, should I wait for Zelda, blah blah, and all that, right? And then Yakuza, well, I don't know. It seems super fun, but like, should I go to a different direction, like not another Japanese game or something, like I don't know. And then one day I woke up and I was like, no, I'm gonna play the franchise that I'm gonna play. So you can expect in the future Yakuza and Zelda, but not right now. So yeah, this is the plan. I'll see you guys in the next episode for some extra. I'm not ready to say goodbye to you guys. I'm not. Well, I'll see you guys again in Delta, right? For the streams. Also, the streams obviously will be put on YouTube after, because I'll be directly streaming on YouTube at 2K, like 2K quality, and it'll be on YouTube after, so you can always rewatch. It's not a problem at all, and I'll put timestamps and all that. So yeah, okay, I'll shut up now. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the lack of cosplay for the second half of the episode. I'm so sorry for that, but I was really not feeling well. Now I'm good. So thank you so much for watching, listening, sharing, liking, subscribing. You guys are amazing. I really hope you liked the playthrough and enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next extra episode. Bye!